Oh, and 2020 was, I think, a year perhaps best forgotten, but we're kicking off 2021 with the best way we can, a proper way, in fact. Conor McGregor is returning to the octagon. I know you've just got back from Portugal. How was the camp, how was the training, and how is he looking?
Camp was phenomenal. We were out in Shinobi in Collins Gym, the Fast HQ, and training was perfect, yeah. Good schedule, twice a day. Some technical stuff in the morning, strength and conditioning usually in the evening, and everything went very smooth. Conor's in a good place. He's in phenomenal shape, and I think he's excited. I think the team is excited to get back in there and kick off 2021 the way he kicked off 2020. You know, it's going to be an exciting fight.
Obviously, the year he wanted to be more active, and through no fault of his own, he was unable to. With that in mind, are you surprised at how sharp he's looking in his training? The fact that he's able to read those shots and throw those punches as quick as he can?
No, because, I mean, yeah, we fought in January, was it January 2020? But he's been consistent since then. He's been training since then because, you know, he's been wanting to fight. He's been wanting to jump in whenever he could. He just couldn't get it done, you know. But he's been very consistent, and he's been very consistent for the past couple of years now, nearly at this stage, because there was a lot of training prior to even the Cerrone fight. You know, he was training nearly a year consistently before that fight. You know, so he's just been revving up. He got to have a little taste to do him over at the start of the year, but he's eager to get a couple of fights in now in 2021, and I think he will get a few fights in 2021. Yeah,
it's a return to lightweight. Still 10 pounds heavier than when they first fought.
Yeah.
But when you view Dustin Poirier at 155 pounds, how different is he from the guy you guys met up with at featherweight?
I don't know. Maybe he's. I think he's a bit more comfortable. He's not depleting himself as much as he did. He looked a bit depleted at 145, so he's not depleting himself as much. But he's filled out an awful lot. And you hear the stories that he actually is. He's finding it very hard to make 70, but. You know, he's been training a lot more. He's had a lot more fights, so he's a bit more crafty. His boxing has improved a little bit as well. So yeah, he'll definitely be a better version of the Poirier we fought that few years back. But Conor's another different animal as well. You know, I think Conor has made the bigger improvements out of both of them. So.
You mentioned Poirier's striking there, and he is considered one of the best boxers in the division. But when you look at his fights with Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, those sort of names, do you think it's his technique that wins him those fights, or is it just the fact he can tough it out and get in these slug matches that he can sort of survive? Yeah,
he's technically good. He's good hands. He's tough. He's durable, and he sets a pace. You know, and I think it's the combination of those things that's allowed him to have that success. But he always gets rocked in every fight, you know, and people don't punch like Conor. His opponents don't punch like Conor, you know, and all Conor needs is a split second. All he needs is a half an inch to see the shot, and once he bangs the shot, you're going to be out, or you're going to be on wobbly legs. And if you're on wobbly legs, it'll be the next one that finishes you, you know. And Poirier gets hit an awful lot, so I believe it's just a matter of time. It's when Conor hits him, how long he can last after that. Whether he goes to sleep straight away, or whether, you know, he toughs it out for a little bit. But Conor has 25 minutes in there to land on the chin. I mean, for me, they're serious odds, you know.
When you look at the lightweight division, it's a little bit different than the last time Conor fought there. There's talk of a backup fight between Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje on the same card. It hasn't been announced, but it seems like that's the way things are trending. When you look at those two opponents, do either one of them, do you think, present as much of a risk as the Poirier fight, or is Poirier sort of the head and shoulders above those guys at the moment? Yeah,
well, I think Poirier is, you know, for me, I thought, you know, if you were going to match a fight for the title, this would have been the title fight. I think Poirier has proved himself at 155. He's beaten Gaethje. You know, Chandler is a good challenger as well, coming from Bellator, and you know, having a very successful career over there. But he has to you know, prove that he can hang in the UFC as well. So I think him and Gaethje is a great fight, and but I do think Poirier is the best, you know, the best for Conor to fight at the moment, you know.
If Khabib does stay retired, is it a shame we'll never get to see the rematch?
Yeah, I think so. But, you know, Khabib at the moment has made his mind up, you know, and he seems like he's already focusing on other things. It is a shame that we don't get to see the rematch because, you know, Conor now is a completely different animal and he's in a better place. So I definitely think it would be a very, very different fight. But, you know, you don't spend your time worried about, you know, things that have happened or things that haven't happened. There's plenty of fights there for Conor. Poirier is a cracking fight, and then whoever else after that. So if he doesn't come back, it is what it is. I'm sure there's going to be a line of people that want to fight Conor. Conor will never be short of a fight anyway. He'll never be short of a rivalry. People are always at him. So yeah, so I'm just excited to see him fight Poirier, and then see what happens after that.
We did just speak of one rivalry in a rematch. There's another one out there that's sort of maybe lurking in the background a little bit, but do you think 2021 could be the year we see the Nate Diaz trilogy fight?
It'd be a cracker. It would be a cracker, and Conor always says he wants it. Yeah, geez, potentially, you know. Same again, I think I'd like to see Diaz in there again with somebody before it happens. Now, whether Diaz does that or not, I don't know. But, you know, who wouldn't want to see that fight? It's an amazing fight. And it's something the fans would like. I know Conor has said he'd love to do it again. I don't know whether Diaz has said he'd want to do it again. But yeah, potentially that could be a big one.
We'll finish off the interview with a pretty basic question, but one you get asked all the time. You saw the first fight between Dustin and Conor. When you see the second one playing out in your mind, does it go the exact same way? Is this an early finish, or does Conor get to show more tools? How do you see this second fight going?
It's hard to know. I always say this. It's going to take Conor, you know, maybe a minute or so, 2 minutes. And that's, you know, Conor could see the shot in 10 seconds, you know, you never know. But it might take Conor, you know, a couple of minutes to find the shot and land the shot. Once he lands the shot, Poirier is either asleep or he's out on his feet, and then it's only a matter of time before the second one lands. You know, whether it takes a couple of minutes or a round or two, but Conor will find the shots. Conor has the best ability in the world to get the read of his opponents. You could bring somebody in that Conor's never seen before, never watched, and you just watch Conor. He throws the shots out there, he feels it out, he records the reactions, and then he finds the killer blow, and then he lands. 99% of people don't recover after that fourth shot. So I see it going the exact same way.
Owen Roddy, see you in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, let's do it, man. Cheers, Lara.